introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Xander.
I am Jenny, Xander's mom.
Mm-hmm.
We came in a couple of months ago because Xander was really suffering with a lot of things, and we were kind of worried. He was having stomach problems, nausea, pain in his joints, but it would change spots, and he was getting headaches, anxiety, some brain fog, and he was so tired. And we were missing our bouncy boy. About I would say a year ago it was, 2 years ago. His dentist said he had some digestive issues, so we assumed, gluten, dairy, we took him off both of those, and some things cleared up with that, but not everything. And the joint stuff, we thought, it must be growing pains. So we used topical magnesium oil. That would be a temporary fix, but it wasn't everything. Fast forward, we started getting more problems, and we thought he had food poisoning because he was throwing up from certain foods. And when it happened more than once, we realized had to be something else going on. And the joint pain and nausea and headaches got worse, and so that's where we sought more help.
Okay. Xander, what would you say the worst thing that you were dealing with was?
Getting anxious and not feeling good before bed.
Yeah. So then you came in, and what's the difference now? What do you see now, both of you?
Well, I remember the day where he ran through the kitchen and leaped off the step, and he hadn't done that in probably 6 months. And so for me, that was huge, because this is a kid who has to jump on the trampoline every day. He has to run around the house and get energy out. Like, he is full of energy, and he hadn't been in so long. And even within the first week, he realized he didn't have headaches all the time. And he wasn't sick all the time. And that's kind of when I realized he was sicker than I thought. He didn't know it, and I didn't know it. And so it was huge.
And what do you see now after it's been a couple months working?
Now, I mean, the brain fog, because we homeschool, I really noticed that it's not there. It's so very rare. And his stomach aches are very rare. Headaches we haven't had. His sleep issues have balanced out. The anxiety has definitely been a huge turnaround. And so we know there's a little bit more, with time, but it's just you'd say 95% is what you told me, 95% so far. And that was a very quick turnaround. So
that's great to see that we changed that in a very short amount of time.
His not being sick from everything he ate was a big deal.
Really big deal. Any words of advice for someone who has children suffering with same things?
I know that it can be really scary, and you worry that it's not going to fix it, but I'm so glad we did, because we have our kid back. And I was so worried, because these are things that we can't go to the medical doctors and say, here, what's going on. There's nothing there. And so to have him feeling better is so huge.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing. That's so important.